Toledo, everyone. We are here in Toledo, Spain. Now, this is truly an ancient city, over 2,000 years old, was once ruled by Muslims. Jews lived here and Christians all lived here together. It is an unbelievable city. I want to show you guys around, and the first place we're going to go is the church behind us. Wow, let me just tell you that the first thing that I'm hit with is just the enormity and the size of the ceilings in this church. It is incredible when you first walk in and you look up. If you guys could see this right now, it's just unbelievable. This altar that is dipped in gold and has all of these figures. I've never been in a church where the altar is in front of the choir, but I guess here in Spain that's very common. I want to take you guys into the choir. Very interesting for me to see the choir in the middle of the church here. Very unique. I've never seen anything like that, but I'm sure as I work my way across Europe, I might see more of it. So now we're going towards the back of the church. Now there's a very interesting piece of information that was given to me, is that actually the back of the church was quite dark, and the church leaders recognized this, so they asked that the back of the church be opened, and they built this light source. In here, we're able to see, particularly what's striking about this area is obviously the painted ceiling. An incredible amount of space to be painted. And I hope that I'm able to capture this for you guys. The artwork here specifically is of Jesus being derobed before he's being prepared for the cross. As I was leaving the church, guys, I discovered this little chapel fully illuminated in light. You could see the tower, and in this little chapel there is a tomb. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but the inside of it was just unbelievably beautiful, with the blue painted at the top of the ceiling, almost star-like. The detail, again, just incredible here. I am stunned at this beautiful place. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You know, I know I've shown you guys a lot of churches in this channel, but I just continue to be impressed. Now, we're back into the main square where we started. The front of the church, this church was started in the 1200s, so definitely a very old church in a Gothic style that you can see behind me. One of the things that I was surprised is not only the beautiful round glass stained window, but also the fact that it has the Last Supper as part of the face of the church. I don't think I've seen that before. Definitely impressive. Now, one of the things I don't want to forget is this building that you see behind me is actually the house of the bishop. And that's why there is a bridge between the church and this house. Now this square is very important because you've got the city hall behind me, and then you've got the courts. So somebody described it as the heavenly powers and the earthly powers coming together in this one plaza. So just an unbelievably ancient place, beautiful. Now, there are a lot of different parts of the city, a lot of quarters. I'm gonna take you guys to the Jewish quarter now, and then there's a Muslim quarter. All right, so at this point you may be asking, Israel, if you took me to the Jewish quarter, why is there a cross of Jesus here? And I gotta tell you, you have to remember Spanish history. The Jews were expelled from Spain during their history. You know, during the reconquest of Spain, they were asked to convert or to leave Spain, and hence that's why you may see a lot of Christian items in this area, despite the fact that it being historically known as the Jewish quarter. Now, I tried my best to show you guys the inside of the synagogue. This is a very strange synagogue because actually the Jews asked the Moors to build a synagogue for them, which was obviously quite strange given that the Moors were Muslim. So there's a lot of inconsistencies from what I was told inside of the synagogue. Later, when the Jews were expelled from Toledo and from Spain, the synagogue was turned into a church. Now, there are these little pieces of tile in the Jewish quarter that are supposed to help you determine whether you're still in the Jewish quarter or not. I'm gonna try to find them and I'll show them to you guys because I think they're just a really unique thing to determine where you are located in the city. All right, so I was able to find a couple of tiles in the Jewish quarter of the city. Let me show them to you. I'm not even gonna pretend to tell you guys the significance behind them because obviously I don't really know. So obviously the first one I show you is an incredibly symbolic little tile of the Jewish religion. The other two I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to pretend that I know what the meaning behind those are. If somebody does know, please leave me a comment below. I'm interested to hear about it. So behind me, guys, is the Church of St. Thomas, or Iglesia de Santo Tomé. And inside of here is a very famous painting by someone known as El Greco. I don't really know a whole lot about artwork, so I can't really tell you guys a whole lot about it, but I can show you the inside of it. He's depicting someone being buried and two saints coming down to bury him. There's a lot of significance in the painting, actually too much for me to get into without being perfectly accurate. So I just want to show you guys the painting so you guys can appreciate it for yourselves. All right, so I've stepped into a store that makes mazapanes. Actually, in English, this word is marzipan. But these are made out of honey, sugar, and almond. And actually, they actually sell it to you by weight. I guess it's actually quite expensive. I'm used to eating mazapanes as a kid in Mexico, which were actually made out of peanut, and you'd pick it up and it would completely crumble in your hands. So I was kind of curious to try this here in Toledo. Let's give this a try. I'm not sure. I got four different kinds, and I'm not sure which ones were which now. She explained it to me, but I forgot. They're delicious. I'm not sure. I don't think this one has a filling. Let me try one more. Now, she said this one was ham, but then it's not. It just resembles a ham. It's not actually a ham, but you can see this one has the filling we can see on the outside. I want to try this. It's like a jelly or jam on the inside. It's delicious, but I just realized that eating 4 of these things in one sitting was probably a mistake. So I'm gonna save the rest of them. I was just very curious to try this. I think it's very, very sweet. So I'm not gonna eat all of them on camera, but I wanted to share with you guys. All right, maybe just one more, hold on. This one is like in the shape of a little empanada. I think this one actually has filling. So now I'm gonna walk around the rest of Toledo with some half-eaten mazapanes. I am running out of time, guys, but the good thing is, the way to get back home is through the Moorish District or the Muslim District. So I'll get a really quick chance to show you guys that, and then that'll be it for Toledo, unfortunately. I actually wish I had the whole afternoon. I'm sure the sunset is magnificent here, but we just don't. All right, guys, we are in Plaza Socodover, which was the Moorish or Muslims quarter of the city. As I said, the Jews, the Muslims, and the Christians all lived in Toledo at one point, or they all lived simultaneously here in the city. The city was beautiful. I don't have enough words to describe to you how incredibly beautiful this city was. I hope that I was able to show you via this video. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.